Welcome back to English 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Intermediate. Hello and welcome back to the program. Today, Intermediate class number 150, and I'm joined once again by Pedro. Pedro, thanks for coming back.
Thank you, Kyle.
How are you doing today, Pedro?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good, good. Well, we're glad to have you. It's great to have a guest all the way from A Coruña, right?
A Coruña, yes.
Excellent. So today, class number 150, and as always, we'll get started with a little review of yesterday's material, that is 149. And you were with me in the class yesterday. We were practicing the verb, well, the structure to tell, but in the sense of se nota. Can you tell? And I said, can you tell that I'm not Spanish? Can you tell?
Yes, I can tell you're not Spanish.
Yes. Now, can you tell? And to tell the difference, which is like to distinguish between, to tell the difference. So can you tell that I'm not Scottish, for example? Can you tell?
No, I can tell you're not Scottish.
You can't tell?
I don't know exactly.
You can't. Now be careful here, because if you say, I can't tell, meaning I can't distinguish, I can't tell the difference. When you say can't, remember, I can't. We have to add a special emphasis on can't.
Ah, yes.
So remember, we say, I can cook tortilla. I can't cook tortilla.
Ah, yes.
I can ride a bicycle. I can't ride a bicycle. I can't. We put an extra emphasis on can't. Right?
Yes.
So can you tell the difference?
No, I can't tell the difference.
Okay, I can't tell the difference. All right. Of course, I'm exaggerating a little bit, as I often do. But if you do add a little extra emphasis on can't, it helps the listener understand clearly. Right? Okay. Can you tell the difference between most accents in Spain? When you hear someone, can you tell the difference? Can you notice, oh, that person is from Andalusia, or that person is from Asturias?
Yes, I can tell very easy the difference.
Very easily.
Very easily.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there are certain regions, people from the south, usually you can tell. Right? I can tell.
Ah, can you tell the difference too?
Someone from Andalusia.
Only for Andalusia?
Well, in the north, for example, well, I think within the north, I can't really tell the difference very well, but I can tell people from Andalusia from the rest.
Yeah. Can you tell I am from Galicia?
No. But I must say, really, we haven't spoken in English, well, in Spanish very much.
Yes.
I just met you, and we've been speaking in English all day.
But I speak English with a very hard Galician accent.
Galician. Well, okay, I haven't noticed. I guess I don't have enough experience maybe with that particular accent. But I can tell the difference. I remember when I first started teaching, once I went to Granada, to a little village to teach some kids. I think I've told this story on the radio. Have you heard this? Maybe I don't know. But I went to teach a kids camp with Vaughn for 2 weeks in a little village in Granada called Alomartes. It's a little tiny village. They have like a school farm or farm school, granja escuela, you say, right?
With animals.
With animals, but Vaughn had, acquired the use of it for a kids camp for 2 weeks. And the kids, fortunately, well, they were teenagers. Fortunately, they stayed in one place and there were some monitors to be with them. And we were able to, in the evenings, kind of get away a little bit. And we stayed in a little hotel in the town. And every morning we would walk through the town going to the village, and we would have the old people from the village would be there, and they would see us come by speaking English, and they would say, adios, adios, right? Or buenos dias. With it, and I was, where's the S? Where's the S? I remember thinking. It was different, and that was my first experience with the Andaluz accent, Andaluz.
Andaluz.
the southern accent. But it's nice. I like it, and I think accents are nice.
Yes.
It's nice to have different accents, and it adds character to a language, I think, in any language. But,
I agree.
so, can you tell? Now, let's move on. Yesterday we ran out of time, so let's move on and try our translation list.
Okay.
Translation. All right, it is time for our translation list. Translation list number 53 today.
Oh, wow.
Number 53. Number 1, getting started. ¿Cómo voy a ayudarte si no me dejas?
How are you going to help you if you don't let me?
¿Cómo voy yo?
How am I going to help you
Yes.
if you don't let me?
How am I?
How am I?
How am I?
How am I going to help you if you don't let me?
Yeah. Now, we have, you may have seen Layla on the TV talks about this a lot, linking. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Linking certain words. And here we have how am, starting with a vowel, am. So whenever a word starts with a vowel, we link the previous word onto it. How am. And then we have I, another vowel. How am I?
How am
so
I?
it's almost as if that were one word. How am I?
How am I going to help you if you don't let me?
Good. How am I going to help you if you don't let me? How am I going to help you if you don't let me? Number 2. Llevo 2 años trabajando aquí.
I've been working here for 2 years.
I've been working here for 2 years. That's right. I've been working here for 2 years. It's true. I've been working here for 2 years. Let's send this one to the listeners at home, all right? And okay, and then we'll give them a couple seconds. Tienes que tener cuidado con ellos. So at home, how do you say this? Tienes que tener cuidado. So Pedro, can you help them out?
Yes. You can't be careful with them.
Wait. Tienes que.
You have to be careful with them.
Yeah, you have to be careful with them.
With them.
Number 4. Él quiere tener hijos, pero ella no.
It's a problem.
Could be.
Yes. He wants to have children, but she doesn't.
Yeah. He wants to have children, but she doesn't. Good. Él quería casarse, pero ella no.
Oof, another problem. He wanted to get married, but she didn't.
Ah. Sounds like they have some issues to discuss.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I think.
Yeah. Okay. Tus llamadas nos van a costar una fortuna.
Your calls are going to cost us a fortune.
Yeah, your calls are going to cost us a fortune.
Fortune.
The T-U.
Yes.
You know, I like
the sound.
Yeah, fortune. Fortune. Number 7. ¿Vas a estar aquí cuando vuelva?
Are you going to be here when I get back?
Sorry?
Are you going to be here when I get back?
Good. Are you going to be here when I get back?
Of course.
Yeah. Are you going to be here when I get back? When I get back? When I get back? Number 8. Me encuentro mucho mejor ahora que estás aquí.
I feel much better now you are here.
Now.
You're here.
Now that. Now that you're here.
Now that you're here.
Yeah. Can you repeat it again?
I don't remember the sentence.
Me encuentro mucho mejor ahora que estás aquí.
I feel much better now that you're here.
Yes. I feel much better now that you're here. Number 9. Estaba preocupado cuando oí la noticia.
I was worried when I heard the news.
Very good. Number 10. ¿Me puedes hacer un favor?
Can you do me a favor?
Excellent. Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? A favor?
No problem, Kyle.
Okay. Number 11. Yo no entendía al taxista. Well, I've had that problem before in Madrid.
It's normal. I didn't understand the taxi driver.
Yeah, yeah. It's like the first time I was in Andalusia again. I didn't understand the taxi driver. I was in a rush once. I had to fly out of Spain. It was strange. I was in Malaga once, and this is before I lived in Spain, and I was traveling. I came to Malaga just traveling, and I was living in Holland at the time, which is another story. But I was living in Holland, and I had to get a flight, so I had to get to the airport, and I learned the word rápido. So I remember getting in the airport. I said, "Airport, rápido, rápido," and he, and anyway, I don't even think I said rápido right. I think I still made a mistake. I think for some reason I thought it was vrapido. I don't know why, because I think I was saying vrapido, vrapido, probably with an Italian accent or something, and the driver didn't understand me. I think that was the problem. He didn't understand me. It was my fault. It wasn't his fault.
But did you arrive at a time?
I did. On time.
On time.
Yes, I did. I did, yeah. So number 12, se rompe cada vez que lo abro.
It breaks every time I open it.
Every what?
Every time. I open it.
Every time I open it. So remember to close your lips with the M. Time. Every time I open it. It breaks again?
It breaks every time I open it.
Excellent. It breaks every time I open it. All right, Pedro, let's move on to our word of the day.
Word of the day.
Ah, yes. The word of the day. Our word of the day today is pobreza.
Poverty.
Poverty. Is there a lot of poverty in Africa?
Yes, there is a lot of poverty in Africa.
Poverty. With a V, poverty. Poverty, yeah. It's unfortunate, but there is a lot of poverty in Europe as well. There's poverty everywhere.
Yes.
It's unfortunate that there are a lot of people living in poverty. Yes. But that's our word of the day. Not a very happy word, but it's a reality.
Yes, of course.
Poverty, right? All right. How do you say centrarse en algo?
To focus in something.
To focus?
To focus on.
On.
To focus on.
Focus on. Do you need to focus on your English?
Yes, every time.
Well, yeah. Give me a full... Yes, Kyle,
yes.
I need to focus on my English.
Yes, I need to focus on my English.
Should you focus on the grammar?
Yes, I need to focus in the grammar.
To focus on?
To focus on the grammar.
Should you focus on listening every day?
Yes, I need to focus on listening every day.
Okay. Should you focus on watching the television programs every day?
Yes, I should focus on watching TV programs every day.
Right. So focus on is followed by the noun or the gerund, the ing, right? Focus on watching the shows. Focus on the shows. Focus on watching them. Are you focusing on improving your agility with the language?
Yes, I'm focusing on
I'm focusing?
I'm focusing on improving my oral skills.
Yeah, your agility.
Agility.
Okay. Are you focusing on studying every day?
Yes, I'm focusing on studying every day.
Are you focusing on doing your best?
Yes, I'm focusing on doing my best.
Are you trying to stay focused?
Yes, I'm trying to get focused.
Are you trying to stay focused?
Yes, I'm trying to stay focused.
Focused. All right, good. All right, very good. Let's move on now to our vocabulary of the day.
Vocabulary of the day.
All right, it's time for our vocabulary of the day. Are you ready, Pedro?
Yes, I am.
And at home, do you think the listeners at home are ready for this?
Of course, I'm sure.
5 words.
Only 5 words.
Only 5 words, okay. Para nada, en absoluto.
Not at all.
Not at all. Not at all. De sobra.
Plenty of.
Plenty of, yeah. Materia, cosa, sustancia.
Stuff.
Stuff. Yeah, stuff. Stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
This is a very common word, especially in American English. Oh, it's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about a lot of stuff on this show, don't we?
Yes.
Stuff. Yeah. Hacer un esfuerzo.
To make an effort.
To make an effort. You have to make an effort if you want to improve, right?
Yes, of course.
Señalar. Resaltar.
To point out.
To point out. To point out. Señalar. To point out. To point out. So to point out the differences. To point out something. Okay. All right. Now, we have just a few minutes left, but I want to talk about a structure to get lost. Right? We don't say, it's perderse in Spanish, but we
Yes.
don't say to lose yourself. No, we say to get lost.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever get lost in Madrid?
Not now. I never got lost.
I never get.
I never get lost in Madrid.
Ask me if I ever get lost in Madrid.
How you ever get?
Well, ask me if I ever.
Do you ever get lost in Madrid?
Yes, I get lost in Madrid. I still get lost in Madrid. I used to get lost almost every day when I first came. I got lost almost every day. So you know what I did?
No, I don't know.
I went to El Corte Inglés because they have free maps, very good maps, and I put a map in my pocket, and I kept it in my pocket for about a year.
Wow.
Really, and so whenever I was lost, I would just look for the streets and I'd find, but that was quite regular. I carried a map for about a year
Wow.
when I first came to Madrid. Now I still get lost, but within a few minutes I can figure out where I am. So, all right. So to get lost, I try not to get lost, but I still get lost every once in a while. Do you get lost in A Coruña?
No, I never get lost in La Coruña.
Because you know it well, right?
Yes, and it's not a very big city.
No, I suppose not. All right, we're out of time, Pedro.
Oh, it's a pity.
It is a pity, but don't worry, we'll take a break and we'll be back with the advanced portion of the class in just a few minutes. We'll see you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.